Imagine me telling you that when a woman breaks a man's trust, it's not really her doing the betraying. It's something buried deep within her, a hidden pattern in her mind she doesn't fully grasp. Sigmund Freud spent decades unraveling this mystery, and what he uncovered was so unsettling that most folks couldn't stomach it. But it's time to face the truth. Once you understand what's really happening behind her gaze, you stop taking her actions personally and start thinking like someone unbreakable. She swore she wanted devotion, but then she slipped away like a shadow. You meet a woman who feels unique. Her eyes lock onto yours, and her words hit all the right notes. I value honesty. I'm all about loyalty. I'm not like the rest. I want a man who truly respects me. Her voice is steady, her gaze clear, and her confidence makes you believe her. She seems genuine, smart, attentive, open about her past, making you feel secure, like this time might actually be different. So you pour everything into her, your focus, your commitment, your heart. You cut off contact with other women, share your vulnerable side, the parts you rarely show anyone, and let her in. She claims she's never felt this connected before. Her hand squeezes yours with intention. Her eyes make you feel like you're her one and only. But just when you start to trust her fully, something shifts. Out of nowhere, her responses slow down. She grows distant, quieter, colder. She brushes it off, saying she's just swamped with work or life. Then the texts stop coming. Your calls go unanswered. She pulls back without explanation, without warning, without closure. One moment, she was warm and present. The next, she's a ghost, leaving nothing but silence. You're left sitting there, racking your brain, wondering, where did I mess up? You replay every conversation, every message, every glance, searching for the mistake. But here's the reality Freud would point out. She didn't choose to vanish. Her unconscious mind did. Her conscious self might say she wants love, respect, and stability, but her unconscious is chasing something entirely different. The part of her that pulled away, it wasn't the part that spoke sweet words to you. It was a deeper, hidden part, one she doesn't even understand. Freud dedicated his life to studying this shadowy, unconscious mind, which he believed drives most of our actions. It's a tangled web of childhood wounds, buried fears, and primal instincts. For women, he argued, this unconscious pull is even stronger, shaped by layers of emotional complexity. So while she promises loyalty, her body might crave risk. While she says she wants calm, her past might hunger for chaos. While she vows to stay forever, her instincts might scream, "Get out!" When that inner voice grows too loud, she's gone, and she might not even know why. This leaves you confused because she didn't deceive you on purpose. She deceived herself first, and her unconscious called the shots. This isn't about pointing fingers at her. It's about recognizing the game you're playing. If you keep believing her words are the whole truth, you'll keep handing your heart to someone whose actions are guided by forces she doesn't control. Freud's advice would be blunt. Stop chasing her promises and start watching her instincts. The truth stings. She didn't leave because of you. She left because of something within her, something even she can't fully explain. Freud's most radical idea wasn't about desire, it was about free will or the lack of it. He argued that nearly everything we do stems from the unconscious, a part of the mind we can't see, filled with old memories, suppressed pain, and ancient drives. He estimated that 90% of what motivates us lurks below the surface, and for women, that influence might be even greater. Why? Because men are often shaped by guilt. They beat themselves up when they feel they've done wrong. Women, though, are more often molded by shame, constantly aware of how others perceive them. So their choices aren't always guided by principles, but by a deeper need for social survival, rooted in instinct, not morality. Her biology doesn't wait for her approval. Picture this. You're at dinner with her, and she's laughing at your jokes, her smile genuine, her hand brushing your arm, her eyes making you feel like you're the only one in the room. In that moment, it feels real. You feel chosen. But 3 days later, she's vanished. No text, no goodbye, no reason, just silence. You keep asking, what did I do? But the hard truth is, it was never about you. Something shifted inside her, something she might not even notice. Freud's theories, now backed by science, show that a woman's mood, attraction, and behavior are deeply tied to her biology. Her hormones fluctuate with her monthly cycle, driving changes she barely registers. During ovulation, when fertility peaks, she might feel bolder, more drawn to confident masculine energy, and more open to connection. But during menstruation, she might turn irritable, withdrawn, or emotionally unpredictable, pulling away without a clear cause. She drifts away without understanding why. It's not a choice she makes. It's hardwired into her biology. Nobody warns you about this, but she doesn't even notice it happening. She genuinely thinks something broke between you two. She might say, I'm just not feeling the spark anymore, or we're not connecting like I thought we would. She'll insist she wanted this relationship, but now she doesn't. The truth? Her conscious mind didn't decide to pull back. Her hormones did. One day, her body makes her feel one way. The next, it flips entirely, leaving you caught in the chaos trying to piece together a choice she didn't fully make. It stings like it's about you, but it's not. It's primal, and she didn't get a say in it. You're not just dating her, you're up against the ghosts of her past. Freud called it the mother complex. He believed most men are chasing echoes of their mother's love or her disapproval. If your mom turned cold when you let her down, if she only showed affection when you followed her rules, or if she made you feel guilty for wanting your own path, you were conditioned to see emotional manipulation as love. Freud put it starkly. To truly become a man, you have to cut the emotional ties with your mother. Most guys never do. So they end up drawn to women who repeat that same painful pattern, wondering why it keeps hurting. Her darkest desires. You meet a woman who seems like she's cut from a different cloth. She's sharp, loves talking about books, big ideas, and real connection. She says she's done with shallow games, that she craves honesty, loyalty, a relationship with substance. You buy into it. You lower your defenses thinking, finally, someone who gets me. But then one day, her warmth fades. Her voice turns flat. Her eyes slide past you instead of meeting yours. She hits you with the classic line, "It's not you, it's me." Here's the kicker. She's not lying to hurt you. She's not even blaming you because you slipped up. It's because you overlooked something Freud pointed out. She's not fully in charge of what she wants. Her conscious mind, the part that talks, plans, and explains, might genuinely want calm and kindness. But beneath that, there's something older, something she can't see. It's her biology, her instincts, her shadow self. She might swear she wants a man who respects her, but her body might ache for the one who doesn't chase, the one who stands firm and says no, the one who radiates strength even when she pushes back. Society loves to claim women have moved beyond this, that modern ideals like feminism or education have erased these ancient behaviors. Freud would have chuckled at that. He saw what's really at play inside us. A woman can say she's after love, but her instincts might pull her toward danger. She can promise she's ready for something steady, but then chase the guy who brings chaos instead of calm. She's not lying. She's human. What she says she wants doesn't always match what her deeper self responds to. If you don't get that, you'll keep losing to a hidden force she doesn't even know she's carrying. Freud's toughest truth is this: a woman's love isn't built to last forever. Even the most devoted mother harbors a silent pain she can't voice. Her son will one day leave her, and that thought cuts deep. This wound embeds itself in every woman's mind from early on, teaching her that love always has an end. So what does she do? She learns to soak up as much as she can: attention, affection, support, before it slips away. She grows up, meets a man, builds a life, maybe starts a family. Everything feels solid, secure. But then, when it all seems safe, her unconscious starts to stir. Not because she wants to cause pain or plan to disrupt things, but because a quiet voice in her mind whispers, "Is this it? What else is out there?" That voice is subtle but powerful, and it slowly tugs her away from what she has. This doesn't make her a villain, it makes her human. But if you don't see this pattern, you'll believe her love is forever. You'll think you're safe until she turns distant, cold, restless. She might walk away, she might betray you, or she might just say, "I'm not happy, and I don't know why." You're left shattered, confused, but the truth is, she didn't change on purpose. Her biology did. Her love came with a hidden expiration date, one she never even checked. You've seen the cycle. First, she makes you feel like you're the center of her world, laughing at your jokes, echoing your dreams, looking at you like you're her answer. Then she starts pulling back, picking fights, saying, "You're not the same anymore." Finally, the silence hits, cold eyes, and the inevitable, "You're too good for me." This isn't some random fluke, it's instinct at work. Back in ancient times, women evolved to test men, seeking out the strongest partner, the one who could protect and stand firm under pressure. If you don't pass those tests, her biology moves on, dismissing you. She might say she's after peace, but deep down, her instincts crave power. You meet a woman who feels like a rare find. She's reflective, loves diving into books, and talks about big, meaningful ideas. She claims she's tired of drama, that she just wants something authentic. You buy it, thinking she's different from the rest. So you open up, show her your loyalty, and hand over your trust. But then, bit by bit, she shifts. Her tone turns icy, her eyes no longer sparkle when she looks at you, and your jokes don't land anymore. Then comes the line, "It's not you, it's me." Here's the real deal. It is you, but not because you weren't good enough or did something wrong. It's because you made a critical error. You assumed she was in control of her desires. Freud would have smirked at that mistake. He knew something most guys miss. We're not driven by logic, not men, not women, not anyone. We're steered by something ancient, instincts, emotions, and deep, unconscious urges. She might say she wants a gentle, kind man preaching about love, peace, and honesty, but her unconscious? It's chasing something else entirely. power, intensity, energy, even control. She wants to feel, not just think or plan or sit in quiet safety. When you gave her stability, it didn't ignite passion because her desires don't come from her words, they come from her shadows. That hidden part of her yearns for mystery, danger, strength, maybe even a touch of chaos. So when you became too dependable, too steady, too safe, her instincts whispered, "He's not pushing me. He's not sparking that fire." He offers peace, but peace feels lifeless. She swore she hated games, but deep inside, she needed one to feel alive. Freud had a bold theory most people shy away from. Every woman has two sides. There's the one she shows the world, kind, sweet, loving. The good woman who smiles, plays nice, and says all the right things. But buried deep, there's another side, one she hides even from herself. It's wild, emotional, unpredictable, and it's not after peace, but power, not comfort, but chaos. That's why the quiet girl scribbles dark, secret fantasies when no one's around. It's why the confident feminist feels a pull toward the guy who treats her with indifference. It's why the loyal, gentle girlfriend secretly dreams of being swept up, controlled, or even challenged by someone she doesn't fully trust. Is that wrong? No, it's just human. The parts of herself she suppresses to fit in don't vanish. They wait, they grow, they shift, and one day they surface, not as a fleeting thought, but as a choice she can't explain. That's the reality most men miss. She's not just one woman, she's two. Only one of them loves you. The other is watching, waiting, and she doesn't care about your rules. You've seen it play out, maybe more times than you'd like. She falls for the guy who betrays her, lies to her, vanishes, and only shows up when it suits him. She cries, swears she deserves better, vows she's done with him. Then you come along, kind, attentive, steady, offering real love without the games. And what does she say? "I don't feel the spark." You're left baffled, thinking, how can she not see what's better for her? But here's the truth. It's not about what's good for her. It's about what her body got used to with the guy who hurt her. That chaotic relationship was a roller coaster. Highs of passion, lows of pain, apologies, silence, attention, tears, and fleeting moments of closeness. That cycle flooded her brain with powerful chemicals. Dopamine from the unpredictability, cortisol from the stress, oxytocin from those brief moments of connection. Her nervous system got hooked on the ups and downs. You're calm, consistent, safe. But safety doesn't trigger the same chemical rush. To her body, you don't feel like excitement, even though you're everything she claimed she wanted. Her mind says she's after peace, but her instincts, they're wired for the chaos she knows. Freud saw this long before modern psychology had terms for it. Before anyone talked about the dark triad, he understood the traits that draw women in. Narcissism, where a man's unshakable confidence pulls her. Machiavellianism, where he plays the game and keeps his true moves hidden. Psychopathy, where he stays cool under pressure and doesn't chase emotional validation. These men aren't magnetic because they're bad. They're magnetic because they tap into something primal. Those men draw her in because, in the ancient world, they were the ones who thrived. They led, they conquered, they held control. Even today, a part of her biology still sees those traits as magnetic, even if her conscious mind denies it. You show up offering calm and stability, and she might feel secure, but to her unconscious, security doesn't spark love. Danger does. What she yearns for, she also fears. There's a truth most folks are too scared to voice. Women are terrified of their own desires, not the gentle ones, not the dreams of soft love or kindness, but the darker urges, the ones that make her feel powerful when she's pulling your strings, the ones that draw her to the guy who treats her poorly, the ones that push her to reject genuine love just to feel in control. She might smile as she does it, acting like she's confident in her choices, but deep down, she's at war with herself. She doesn't understand why she hurts the man who cares for her, why she pushes away the peace she claims to want. Instead of facing that inner shame, instead of admitting she's drawn to the power of control, she takes the easier path. She points the finger at you. She turns distant, says things like, "You're too much," or "I'm just not feeling it anymore." Sometimes she just vanishes without a word. It's not that she doesn't want love, it's that she's terrified you'll see the real her, the messy, wild, contradictory parts she hides even from herself. If you still love her after glimpsing that hidden side, if you accept the parts of her that lie, manipulate, or crave the kind of man she swears she despises, something shifts, and it's something she can't handle. She loses her escape hatch. She can't fall back on saying, "He didn't get me," or "He wasn't the one," because you did get her. You saw her raw, unfiltered truth and didn't back away. Now she's got no one left to blame, no one to run from except herself. That's too much for her to bear, so she flees, not from you, but from the mirror you're holding up to her soul. So, is there a way for a man to come out on top? Yes, but not by following the rules you were taught. Being the nice guy or waiting for her to see the value in your love won't cut it. Freud's private writings hinted at 3 hard truths for men. First, want less, gain more. The more you cling to her, the less she's drawn to you. Women sense neediness like predators sense weakness. Step back before she does. Leave her wondering, and you'll feel her gravitating back toward you. Second, don't over-explain. She might say she wants transparency, but it's mystery that stirs her emotions. Justifying yourself makes you seem smaller. Let silence speak for you. It's more powerful than words. Third, face her darkness without flinching. Every woman hides a shadowed side. If you can look at it without running, you'll be the first man she truly respects. Smile when she tests you. Stay steady when she bends the truth. Chuckle when she tries to push your buttons. She wants to hate you. Don't give her the satisfaction. This isn't about being heartless, it's about being unbreakable. Freud's final lesson is clear. Stop trying to play her game. Start playing your own. If this hits you deep,